In there at the knees, strike one.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Moncada will put this one away, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, as the White Sox have now made this a 2-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's Miguel Sano. As Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard down the line. This will get foul for strike 2. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. No outs, nobody on. Hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So coming to the plate, Wellington Castillo. He's set, and the pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Sano on at first, nobody out. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. So striding in, Matt Davidson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Has a look, now the pitch.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Base hit into right center. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and third, one away. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Striding in, Tim Anderson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch. And that's swung on and missed for strike one.
0-1.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Nope.
And there's ball 1. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Gordon sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Center fielder, number 12.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided. As stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Here's Robbie Cano now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Moncada gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Avisail Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. High high in the air down the right field line. Cruz moving to his left. He's got it one away. Digging in once again, Jose Abreu, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's finding new life out there in the 6th inning as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hernandez readies, another 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Cano has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager.
And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Ryan Healy.
We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with them to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2. Grounded to the right, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Ben Gamble. He singled his last time up.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Pilar, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting. Left field.
Next for Seattle, Ichiro Suzuki, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ground ball left side. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Segura scoops it up, and quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Davidson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hernandez into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Here's D. Gordon now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first base line. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he'll signal to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Henderson Alvarez. Gregory Infante is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. The count's even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mariners.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. The 1-0 home. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Hit sharply on the ground. There's Segura, barehanded for one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Again, another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from.
Leading off for the Mariners, the catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Lofted in the air out toward right center. This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Robinson Cano. He was a ground out victim last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
The batter, number 15.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ball 1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
2-0, here it is. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Up next for Seattle.
Striding into the box, Ryan Healy. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Pillar, and that's the 3rd out. Mariners leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard towards center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he lifts it in the air to right field. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. Here's Chris Davis now. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1. This is hit sharply to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. So coming to the plate, Miguel Sano. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble from the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Mariners are down in order. Mitch Haniger will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. James Pazos comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 47, James Pazos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Gordon is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Matt Davidson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1-0 count. Here it is. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Grounded to short. Played on the backhand. And he's safe.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever gonna get, and the inning will continue. Now at the plate, Tim Anderson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Softly hit out to short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Sox leave one. Score remains 2-2.
Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Luis Avilan takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 70, Luis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 2-1. Hit back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. 0-1 the count. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Got him. Digging in once again, Mike Zunino. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Here's a high pop-up. Casilla is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Kevin Pillar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And not in time, so there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, and especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Here's the first pitch, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Cano for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Ready once again, Jose Abreu, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Gordon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Chris Davis now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Popped him up. Healy in foul ground, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Last time through was a base hit.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Check swing grounder to the right side. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Now the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Ben Gamble waits on deck. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Ready for another chance? Ben Gamble. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Snap throw behind the runner at second, but he's back in standing. Sacrifice attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
The batter.
So striding forward now, Mitch Haniger. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball. Nate Jones enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. The 1-0. Sliders in for a strike. Seager at third. Healy at second with 1 away. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Center fielder.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, D. Gordon, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Now a bunt attempt here. Sano right there. He's safe at the plate. And deep into extra innings, they have taken the lead.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. So credit him with an RBI, as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. And this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner. And this will be put away easily. Mike Morin is on now, hoping to finally wrap things up in the bottom of the 12th. Here's Miguel Sano. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Hit down the third base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! 2-run shot to straightaway center. That'll pull them even at 4 apiece.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No balls and 1 strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kevin Pillar. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Gordon is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball. Here's Nelson Cruz now.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers. Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there, up and away. That breaking ball, D-roll, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes there.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Pilar is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Davis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready for another shot now. Kyle Seager is looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Guillermo Heredia will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Edwin Diaz enters the game now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Heredia is there to put it away for out number 1. Riding in once again, Jose Abreu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Weak grounder back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Chris Davis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this.
In now, Miguel Sano. Hit in the air down the right field line. Heredia is there to make the catch, and that means coming to the plate now, Ryan Healy. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. So a big moment in the ball game here. Mitch Haniger, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Behind 0-2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Popped him up. Abreu trying to get there. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's D. Gordon now. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Hit in the air down the right field line, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He went down on strikes last time up.
Catcher, Wellington Castillo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Liner towards second, but there is the second baseman Cano for the first out. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Matt Davidson, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs. Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit hard towards center, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Now the 2-0. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Segura for 1. Back to first. It's a double. Gene Segura standing in. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 2-0. Is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. Digging in now for the Mariners, Guillermo Heredia. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches, it's certainly gotten away from him.
Now the 2-0. Throw down to second. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw won't get him. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Mike Zunino. He flew out in his last at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
And this is taken in shy of the track, but the runner will tag from second. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base.
Second baseman, Robinson.
2 Joaquin Soria gets to pitch in this one after all as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
Joaquin Soria.
Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Runners are at the corners with one man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Now a swing, and Cano rolls this one to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nick Vincent gets to pitch in this one after all as he answers the call in the 15th inning. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. His career history with Nick Vincent, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Little chopper back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Here's the first pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there, base hit.
The batter, right fielder.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there is no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Palehose swung the bats well with 16 hits. Joaquin Soria claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that